In the emerald heart of the jungle, nestled between ancient trees and whispering vines, lay the jungle school. It had always been a sanctuary, a place where the wild, young and old, gathered to learn the language of the forest. Beneath thick canopies and scattered sunbeams, the young gathered fawns, cubs, monkeys, even tiny birds, learning instinct, caution, balance. Each lesson whispered through leaves, in the rustle of wind, the warning in a bird's cry, or the silence of a crouched predator. But that morning, the silence meant something else. It slithered in unseen, unnoticed until it was too late. Long as a shadow and silent as dusk, a visitor slid through the undergrowth, sleek and sinuous. The jungle didn't notice. They were deep in a lesson, their chatter echoing through the trees. A fox cub tumbled over a fallen log, nearly tripping a young deer. A troop of monkeys swung from branch to branch, shrieking with laughter. A family of wildcats stalked through the underbrush, teaching their cubs the art of the hunt. Even a pair of wise old owls sat perched on a nearby branch, observing the scene with quiet amusement. It was a tableau of untamed life playing out in the dappled sunlight, oblivious to the danger that was now among them. The visitor slithered closer, its scales catching the faintest glimmer of light, revealing the glint of danger. It entered the clearing, not with fangs bared but with a gaze so steady, cold, unreadable. For a moment, the joyous cacophony of the jungle fell silent. All eyes turned to the newcomer, a mix of awe and apprehension in their gazes. Even the owls, usually so serene, seemed taken aback. No one moved, not the curious monkeys, the wide-eyed cubs, or the watchful elders. All were frozen in place, caught between the instinct to flee and the compulsion to understand. The cobra paused, coiling slowly in the center of the clearing. It raised its hood, not in aggression, but in a gesture that spoke of its own kind. Its tongue flickered, tasting the air, sending a ripple of unease through the assembled animals. There was a rustle in the undergrowth, a snapped twig, and a young rabbit bolted, disappearing into the thicket. In the sudden hush that followed, the leader of the jungle school, a majestic tiger with stripes like burnished gold, stepped forward. His eyes, usually soft and reassuring, were narrowed, his whiskers twitching in agitation. "Who are you?" he rumbled, his voice echoing authority. The cobra regarded him with a gaze as steady as the sun. "I am one who has always been alone," it replied, its voice a sibilant whisper, "for I am of a kind feared by all. My touch brings numbness, my bite, oblivion. I am a hunter, a killer. My name is Ka." A gasp rippled through the assembly. Kaya, the very name sent shivers down their spines, for tales of the great cobras were known throughout the jungle. Their venom was spoken of in hushed tones, their power revered, their bite, a whispered nightmare. Ka continued, unfazed by their reactions. "I have heard of this place, the jungle school, where the wild learn not to fear. I came to see if that could include me." He looked at them, his dark eyes fathomless. Silence hung heavy in the clearing, broken only by the chirping of a lone bird. No one spoke, no one moved. The tension was as thick as the humid air, as palpable as the shadows cast by the towering trees. Finally, the tiger, his gaze still wary, asked, "Why would you want to be among those who fear you?" Kaya flicked his tongue, tasting the air, then looked back at the tiger. "Perhaps because I am tired of being feared, of being alone. Perhaps I seek understanding, not oblivion. But how can there be understanding where there is only fear?" His words echoed in the clearing, striking a chord of empathy in the hearts of the assembled animals. They saw in Ka a reflection of themselves, their own struggles, their own battles with fear and prejudice. A young porcupine, unafraid, stepped forward, her quills bristling, not in aggression, but in determination. "Then sit with us," she said, her voice ringing with quiet courage. "But know, when you do, fangs stay hidden." Kaya dipped his head in acknowledgement. He joined the circle, but there was a shift in the energy, a tremor of unease that rippled through the group. The lessons that day were different, more intense, more charged with emotion. Trust became more profound, fear more tangible. As days turned into weeks, Kia's presence became a constant, a reminder of the fine line between life and death. The young ones listened intently as he spoke of his world, of the hunt, the solitude, the misunderstood menace. In turn, they shared with him their experiences, their joys, their fears. One day, a young monkey, swinging from a branch, lost his grip and plummeted toward the ground. Before anyone could react, Kia was there, his reflexes honed by years of hunting, snatching the terrified monkey out of his fall. The monkey, shaken but unharmed, clung to Kia's back as the cobra carefully lowered himself to the ground. A hush fell over the clearing as all watched, a mix of awe and gratitude in their eyes. In that moment, the barrier between Kia and the rest of the jungle seemed to dissolve. Understanding dawned in their eyes, replacing some of the fear. As the weeks went by, Kia played a pivotal role in the jungle school. His knowledge of herbs and poisons became invaluable. He taught them about snakes that healed and snakes that killed, about the delicate balance of nature. He even assisted in a rescue operation, guiding a team of animals to a hidden cave where a trapped fawn had stumbled. Slowly but surely Kaon's presence transformed the jungle school. Fear was not banished, but it was tempered with understanding, respect, and even affection. The young ones no longer screamed at the sight of a snake. Instead, they looked for the wisdom it might hold. One evening, as the sky blazed with hues of orange and purple, the animals of the jungle gathered for their nightly council. Among them, Kia was an integral part of their discussions, now offering his unique insights, bridging the gap between their world and his. Suddenly, a young deer, her eyes wide with excitement, exclaimed, "I saw the most amazing thing today. A deer, a wildcat, a monkey, and a cobra, all sharing a meal together. It was a sight I never thought I'd witness." A ripple of surprise and delight spread through the gathering. Such camaraderie between such different creatures was unheard of, yet it was happening under their very noses. An old owl, his feathers ruffled by the evening breeze, hooted softly. Indeed, the lessons we learn here echo far beyond our clearing. It seems Kia has found acceptance, even friendship, among the very creatures he once feared, and they, him. As the night deepened and the stars began to glimmer in the velvet sky, a sense of community, of unity, pervaded the clearing. The jungle school had evolved, embracing diversity, fostering understanding and weaving together the tapestry of life in a way that was both harmonious and powerful. From that day forward, the bond between Kia and the jungle grew even stronger, his presence no longer a source of fear, but a wellspring of knowledge and companionship. He remained a vital part of their community, a testament to the transformative power of understanding and acceptance. The news of a cobra befriending a deer, a monkey, and a wildcat spread through the jungle, carried on the wings of parrots and the whispers of the wind. It became a tale that mothers told their young, a story of courage, of acceptance, and of the unexpected bonds that can unite the wildest of hearts. And so, the jungle school thrived, a sanctuary of learning, a haven of understanding, where a fearful predator found solace, where a hunted prey offered friendship, and where the harmony of life resonated in every leaf, in every stream, in every beating heart.